we now look at the inverse function. What is involved under inverse function? It is a function that reverses a function. It is a function that reverses a function. Not a function, but it is an operation. It is an operation that reverses the function. So it is the reverse in the given equation. Now, it continues by saying it is written as f to the power negative 1. That is an inverse. Remember under grade 10 topic number 2, where we looked at indices, we looked at things to do with the power negative. Okay, it is written as f to the power negative 1 of x. That is, if x maps x, if f maps x onto y, then the inverse maps y onto x. If the function is that f of x is equal to y, okay, then the inverse will be y is equal to f of x. It is the reverse of the function. What else? It can be found by rearranging an equation for x. Of course, there's x there. It is found by rearranging the equation for x. Let us look now at the examples that comes under the inverse. So this is the example we have. The example says, given that f of x is equal to 3 minus 5x over 2, find a f inverse. Find a f inverse. Then, so our solution now will be like this. So to find the inverse of this function, we are going to let y be the function. So this means that where there's f of x, we are going to replace it with this. So it will be y is equal to 3 minus 5x over 2. Now in this case, we have now to make x become the subject. Or in other way around, we make x become the subject of the formula. So this means that we are going to cross multiply so that we make x remain alone, or we get rid of the fraction. So it will be 2 times y, it will be 2y is equal to 3 minus 5x. So what we are going to do, we are going to get this 5x go to the other side. It means it will be 5x is equal to 3. This y will go to the other side. It will be 3 plus 2y. Then therefore we are going to divide both sides by 5 so that we make x the subject of the formula. So we are going to say divided by 5, even this other side by 5. So x has now become the subject of the formula. X has become now the subject of the formula. When we reach this stage now, we now need now to exchange. What are we exchanging? Exchange x and y. We exchange x and y. So we are going to say, therefore, our y is equal to 3 plus 2x over 5. 3 plus 2x over 5. Having done this one, now we have exchanged. By the way, let me not say therefore. I will now say therefore f to the power -1 of x is equal to 3 plus 2x over 5. So this is the inverse to this equation. This is the inverse to this function of x. This is the inverse. So f of inverse or f inverse, this is the answer we are getting. Let us now go and try question number B. Let us now do question number B. So f inverse of -1. This will mean that we first need to find the inverse. What is the f inverse? Since the f inverse, we found it already. The f inverse was found already under the first question, question number A. So meaning I am going just to write whatever we got on A. So which is 3 plus 2x. 3 plus 2x over 5. Now, where there is x here, I'm going to replace it with -1. So it will be f of inverse -1 is equal to 3 plus 2, open bracket, we are going to have -1, then we are going to say over 5. So this one will be now 3, because +2 multiplied by -1, the answer is -2. So it will be -2 over 5. And the 3 minus 2, the answer is 1. So it will be 1 over 5. So this is the final answer. So you can say, therefore, f inverse of -1 is this answer which we have just found there. So let us try another example. Let us try another example. So the question is, find the inverse. Find the inverse of f such that x is equal to 3x minus 5. So of course, we have learned that this is the same as saying f of x is equal to 3x minus 5. What is the meaning here? We are going to say let y is equal to f of x. Now what is f of x? F of x is this information here. So we are going to say y is equal to 3x minus 5. Now, we now need to make, I will say we make x the subject. Maybe I write it here. Make x the subject now, because the subject here is y. So we make x the subject. So it will be y plus 5 is equal to 3x. Then later on we divide by 3, even this other side by 3. So we are going to have x is equal to y plus 5 over 3. When we reach here now we are going now to exchange x and y. Where there's x, we put y. Where there's y, we put x. So it will be x plus 5 over 3 is equal to y. This can also be written as y is equal to x plus 5 over 3. Therefore, now you are going to say the f inverse of that function is equal to x plus 5 over 3. X plus 5 over 3. So this marks the end to this example. So we meet in our next video. We are going to look at the composite function. We are going to look at the composite function. Thank you so much.